this video, we're going to see the power of excluding URLs in Joomla. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watch Me Work live stream number 79 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel. I realized as I was getting ready at the last minute, I did say on Monday's live stream that I would let you know one way or the other whether I was going to stream today or not. So apparently that's not happening. Anyways, I'm letting you know now, and hopefully you got notifications. So if you're watching live, say hi in chat, give the video a like so others can find it, and we will talk about this topic today. I'll tell you first of all why I have picked it. I just want to let you know that today's video is sponsored by mysites.guru. Great site for managing multiple Joomla sites, and you should head on over to mysites.guru, get a free scan for your site, free audit for your website, and if you use the coupon code BASICJoomla, you will get your first month free, should you get a subscription. But head on over there, get your free audit. Hello, Ivor. Good to see you in chat. All right, so here's the deal. I have a client whose website sells courses. I've talked about them before in the past. And in the past, the way that that site has been used, pretty much their focus for this site was to send people to register for courses. They weren't concerned about promoting it online. They weren't concerned about SEO or anything like that. They were just functionally using this as a tool in their business. And so what was happening is they would send people to the site. The person would buy a course. They would check out right away, and everything worked fine. So we didn't have any way for the cart to just appear on the site. We're trying to use all of the landscape for the courses themselves, without having a column with the cart always showing on every page, because it wasn't really part of the goal. Anyways, one of their students who went and purchased the course somehow got out of the flow, the workflow, could not find the cart, and was having some problems, and let us know, or let the client know, that there's no way to find the cart after he had added it. So he maybe missed the button that said show cart or checkout or whatever, but who knows. So the client asked me if I would add a cart to the website that would always appear, or if there was something that could be done. And so, and actually very much for that site, we were developing things as one-of-a-kind things, or users would come along and they would find a different way of trying to do things. So, that's probably par for the course for developing a lot of websites. You plan it, you do everything that's best practices, and then someone comes along and tries something, and you realize, oh, it doesn't work if they register with, if their first name has two names or something, and you just always have to chase things like that. So, hello, Bjorn, good to see you, and Imran there in chat. So I just want to show you what I did, because it saved me having to make another unique template for certain situations. So let's just turn our attention to the screen. I'm going to tell you a bit more about this, show you what was going on, and how I solved it, and really solved it by excluding modules, controlling modules not appearing on certain URL types. You'll see when we get there. All right, basicjoomla.com. There's the website. mysites.guru. Head on over there. We're going to be ramping up some of the kit that I have for promoting the MySites sponsorship. It's not even official yet. It's a rumor, and who knows what take-in, order-in food Phil is eating right now if he's watching this. All right, so here's the site, and let me just show you. Again, remember, this is not a fully developed site, or really a site that the company wanted to, ever viewed as something they wanted to be. It was just functional. And so they have, we have a list of courses here. If we go to store, and basically what would happen is that see this white column here is just sitting doing nothing. That's where we have the shopping cart appearing. But it doesn't appear until you add something to it. And so when you would go, let's say you buy this course in fire investigation, origin and cause level 1, you would add, and then it shows up in the view cart, and the cart is already there, always there for everybody. But we didn't want the cart showing there, let's say for instance on this YouTube channel. Now it is going to show there. Oh yeah, see, now that changes the formatting here. So I would fix this. The only issue is that they're actually moving their courses to a new system and to a new website and having another company do it. So I'll talk about that maybe someday. Anyways, the cart is there. If we view the cart, and we're going to get an error message here, but again, this is just and something's missing there. All right. I've emptied the cart. Now we'll go back home. Basically, so here, in this white space here, there is a cart module, but it does not show up until something is added to it. And we didn't want it appearing and always showing 0 on that, although it certainly would be appropriate here on this site. So what would happen is this. I'm going to log into this site. My login is Superman. My name is Clark Kent. All right, and now I want you to see that if I go to a course, let's go to this Company Inspection Course Canada, this actually wraps a Moodle course inside of the template. And you'll see here that that white column does not appear. So there would be two ways to accomplish this. One would be to create a whole other template without the right column position and apply it only to these to when the courses are shown. But the issue that I had is that I can't just assign that template based. I couldn't create a second template and assign it to this part because of the URL up here. See, these courses don't have a menu item pointing to them. I could do that. I could have created a hidden menu item for each one, but that gets laborious, and it's also it also becomes sort of repetitive. Especially, I could train. I could do some training, do a training video for the client using this site, and say, hey, every time you add a new course, you have to create a hidden menu to it, and then assign this template to it. It's really too clunky for what the client really is doing, because you don't want it. I mean, they don't want, for the most part, they don't want to learn all of the ins and outs and the tricks of getting their Joomla site just right if they're fiddly. Now, if a company has someone in-house who's paying them to do it, a web developer or someone to run their website, then they will learn how that works. But I think it should be as simple as possible for clients. So when they add a course, I want them to just be able to add it as an article, set it up as a product in J2 Store through that article, give it a category, and it will appear. I don't want them to have to then say, but then say, why is there a white column down the right-hand side? And empty space. We want this to be wide, or to just deal with all those issues. Now here's the deal. Why is there no white column here when let's just open this here, when on the home page and other pages there is a white column that's just there held for the shopping cart? And the reason is that I have excluded the shopping cart module based on the URL of all these courses. So basically, as we look up at this URL on the top left here, we've got firewiselearningacademy.com/wrapper, and then 10 ? Moodle page type equals course. So all of the courses and this is Moodle being displayed in Joomla through the Joomla link or bridge. All of the courses that are displayed are wrapped inside of this Joomla template are going to have this /wrapper in the URL. So like I said, instead of having to create hidden menus and assign a newly created template to every course, what I did was I excluded the module. So now let's go and check that out. here's the module here. We'll just close this, show you. So we would go to extensions and modules. And now I filtered by cart, right? So before we get to there, we get the whole mess of everything that's there. So I know I wanted to see the shopping cart, so I filtered by cart. I have J2 Store Cart 2. I'm not sure. Oh, and it's a side A, so it probably shows up somewhere else for in a different template as well. I think there's still a rocket theme template happening on here, which is why I made a copy. But if we look in J2 Store Cart and go to the Assignments tab, we can. I'll just show you that this shows basically this module set to show everywhere. But down here, I have, as we scroll down, I have URL matches, but I have exclude. And you'll see in here I have firewiselearningacademy.com/wrapper. So basically, and now this, if you're on your Joomla site, you don't see this in assignments. It's because I'm using Regular Labs modules anywhere. So let's go there, regularlabs.com, and we'll go to extensions. Oh, you should just check here regularly just to see what Peter's doing with his avatar there. And anyway, so we will go to modules anywhere. Let's just find this. There's lots here, and I'll post this in link in chat there. All right. So, and what modules anywhere does, and you can do this with the free version, is it replaces the existing Joomla module manager. And you can see here in the core some of the, in Joomla, you can include modules and module positions. Oh, did I go to modules anywhere? Nope. Advanced module manager is what I wanted to go to. I'm very sorry. Advanced module manager. Okay. So you can, this basically replaces the core module menu assignment tool with something that's much more robust. And when we look in that module, you see we can, what we're used to, you can assign this module to appear for certain menu items. And you can do you want it to appear on the home page only? Sure. If it's not, okay. Again, we could even say exclude this from the home page, and then we wouldn't have that white square right at the very top. But we'll leave that. But there's all these other options, but we get down here to the URL. Now, if we wanted, let's see here, I'm going to copy that. If we wanted, we could just say, only show this module when a URL matches here. And that certainly is, I think, probably something that we're used to more doing, selecting what is true in order for something to appear. Yes, Bjorn says modules anywhere is a time saver. Yes, modules anywhere is a time saver in itself. But Advanced Module Manager here just gives such great control over where things are shown. So a lot of times we'll look and say, oh, we want it to appear on this URL. So for instance, we could just have it appear on the store URL. Something up here that says, or / just courses. And I think this, yeah, so then when we click here, we end up / courses. So we could have picked for it just to only appear on the course pages. I didn't want to do this at this point because the person who was struggling with, I didn't know where, with finding the cart, I didn't know where they were losing their way. So I just wanted to have the cart on here forever. And like I said, this is a site that is not, it's not a forever site now, and not a site that the client was really putting a lot of effort into content or asking for design on. They just want it function. So, so you could just pick where things should appear. But if you had, in a situation, if you've got a lot of places where you want something to appear, but a few places where you don't want it to appear, it's nice. Hello for the game. Good to see you today. It's nice to be able to just exclude those things. And the really nice thing here is that you can exclude URLs that sort of match, just a part. They only have to have a part. In fact, I believe if we go here, well, first of all, let me just take this off here. I'm going to cut that, and we'll even just go ignore and save. Now let's go back and look at this course. The column should pop back in there. Yes, see, and this is just what I didn't want. I didn't want the white column blanking out an area inside the wrapper here. So basically, I wanted this everywhere on the site functionally, but just not in here. And like I said, there's no menu items that were pointing to this particular course or to wrapper. So I did that. Now, look, let's try this. Here we go. We'll go down to exclude by... we'll exclude by URL, but let's just put wrapper in there. All right, and save that. So any URL that matches the term, that has the, the term wrapper. Also, really nice thing here on in Advanced Module Manager. You can just you can show all the assignments or only the ones you're using. So that just cuts to show only what you've got set. But if we save that, and I go back and view this course. Now, so we're looking at blocking any URLs that match, that have wrapper in them. There's wrapper in this. Let's see if it'll just do it on the one word. And it does, and it disappears. Now, I put in the more full one, I think, just because that's, for me, I think it's a good habit to get into. If this were a large site, suppose that... Suppose they had an article about the dangers of Christmas wrappers. If it had the word wrapper in it, it would block this module. So even though it has great power to block things in a very broad way, try to be a little bit more specific in the URL. So because here, this URL here would be firewiselearningacademy.com/wrapper. But if it was, if a page came up that was articles/wrapper, then it would be excluded. However, if you only have the word wrapper, then it's going to do wherever it is in any URL. So I just like that as a little trick there too. Just a sort of practice that I do. Keep it kind of specific so you avoid surprises later on. Because what might happen is like 6 months down the road, you're working on the site, and the client says, "How come there's no ads appearing on our new article about the dangers of wrappers and present wrappers?" And you might think, "I have no idea why it's not doing that." It's just you could search for hours until you remember. So this could be just a gift to yourself to just do it this way to cut out confusion later on. So sort of that's the principle. We'll look at some other examples here too, but that's really what I was thinking for this topic today, was just the power of excluding URLs for module managers, but even the power of excluding other things. And we can take a look at that here. When you're thinking about assigning modules to certain places, yes, definitely think of where you want them and select them to be included, like the options that you have in lots of these places. But every now and then you might be able to accomplish a lot what you're doing a lot simpler and in a unique way by excluding a URL or excluding other things. And as we saw in this example, just excluding this funny little URL that exists because of a component that's a bridge between Moodle and Joomla, that was a great solution and saved the effort of having to come up with another workaround. So hey, let's take a look at some of the other cool things in Module Manager just while here that you could exclude, just to get our minds around excluding things. So we have here, and actually we have, okay, so we have here URL. So let's save this and close it. I just want to make sure that my client site is still working there the way that we want. We'll go to the store, the white bar will be there. Of course, if they were using this site more for SEO or had a longer term plan for it now, there could be other things which I suggested to this client that they have advertising in this right-hand column, then it's not so much of a problem. If you've got some ads and a login and different things, if you're using the site that way, then it doesn't matter if the cart doesn't show up right away in this column, because you have lots of other things. But again, that's not on the table for this course. And it would still mean that later on, when you go in and look at a course, you still wouldn't want you still wouldn't want that column appearing in the right-hand side. In fact, in that wrapper situation, you could include modules to go down to the way down. You could do it down in module positions underneath the component area of the template, because the wrapper appears in the component area. So you could still have, so you still have a footer here. You have more articles. You just don't want to have them in the right-hand column. Bretzy says, you like that too. You didn't before, but now it's handy. Yes, and it's a good way to do exclusion is to not use www. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a good point. Just in here, just in case, that's an excellent point. Just in case your client ever starts using the domain without www, starts using that address, or I have my sites set to always use www or not. Usually it's www because I'm old, but just in case, that's a good point. I'll do that right here. Take out the www because this is still going to work, but if somehow down the road it ends up going with without the www, then it wouldn't work. So excellent point. Yes, and that will work. That will work, of course. Let's see. Let's go my courses and check out. We'll check out the USA course, and we're in there. Yep, there's no menu there. All right, so I'm going to close my client's course here, and we'll just go into another Joomla site here. Let's go to nosecrets.com, and we'll log into there. Now let's go to extensions and modules, and let's look at login form. Just a simple login form that is probably appearing on, yeah, here it is right here in the right hand column. Very plain Joomla install here. All right, so assignments. Okay, so let's look at some of the things that we could exclude. So we could say you can exclude based on menu items. So you would exclude, you don't want to see this on the home menu. All right. And down here, or it might be an easier way, you might say exclude this. I don't want that showing up on the home page. And sometimes the home menu item and home page can work out to be kind of different on different Joomla sites. So you would say here, yeah, I don't want it on the home page. Now we get into some really cool things here. I don't want this to occur. I don't want this to show up on my page for in the month of July. Start July, and that's at 11:27 in the morning, but you could change that to 0000, 0001, which is what I like to do, and finish publishing it on the 31st at let's see here. We could go 23:59. Now, why would you exclude just a month for a module? Let's say that you have a module. Maybe this is not so much the login module, but maybe you have a special year-round, but not in July. Because, let's say this is a support module, and it says, hey, click here for support. But you always take July off. So you don't want that to show up on July. Now, what you would also do is create another module that says, I'm on vacation this month, and you would set it to only show up in July. But then you can set this here to only show up in July, and then this would turn off. And you're just saying, hey, just don't use this one in July. Every other month, use this. And you set up the other one to say, hey, just use it, just show this for the 11 months of the year. All right. or the other one, yeah, the other one would show, would only show up in July. You would say include it in this month. All right, so, excluding something for a month is a lot easier than selecting it for 11 months. I think it kind of works that way in my mind anyways. I guess, you can do it. You can do it either way. You could select this module to only show, to include it from August to June. But even thinking about that and clicking it, this is a lot easier to set up in my mind. Just exclude it for a month. You wax your car the way that you think it should be waxed. All right, so let's ignore this. So date and time. Okay. You might have something that you might have a module that is really going to work well, but would be really insulting to someone who speaks a certain language. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go. So you could say, hey, listen, I do not want... It depends on the languages you have installed, but I don't want anybody who's English to see this picture, to see this module. So I don't know, maybe we'd say, who the heck knows? Now, also, you can have content types here. So you might say, yeah, I want this module to show everywhere, but I do not want it to show on where all the categories are listed. This could actually be a module that lists categories. And so why would you have a page that lists categories and a module that lists categories? You might say, hey, I don't want to see that. So if there's any list of categories page, just exclude it. I don't want it. And other types here too. Maybe, listen, featured articles. I don't want this to show on featured articles. Whatever your need is, the options are so great in Joomla. Or you could exclude it from categories, or you could exclude it from articles. And look at this. You can exclude it from articles that have certain keywords in the content, or certain keywords in the meta field. Meta keywords field. And you can also do it based on fields, but that's available in the Pro version. Or you can even do it based on authors. So you might want to have an author's bio appearing in the right-hand column and have a custom module set up, but you only want it to show for, you don't want it to show for certain authors. So maybe you would have a module that would say, did you write this article? Let us know. Well, you're not going to have that module next to the ones that you do know. Again, I'm just making up things as we go. Here's a nice one, tags. You don't want, let's see, match, selection, no items found. Oh, okay, so I don't have tags on this site, but if you did have tags, you could select and say, hey, don't show this module on pages that are tagged. So let's say I have a site that has funny dog pictures. I could make a module that says, hey, cats are the best, but I don't want that to appear on any page that is tagged for dogs. That would work for pictures or jokes or anything. If it's tagged for dogs, don't show the cats module. Who knows? So again, user group levels. Here's a great thing. Let's say you have a login form and someone has logged in. When you log in, what happens here? Let's go basicjoomla.com. That's where, no secret. So I'm going to log into the front. No, let's see here. No secrets. Let's try that. All right, now notice, look, it says login form. Hi, administrator. Well, that's kind of clutter now, isn't it? It's nice to have the logout button there, but maybe we don't want the logout button to always be on every page. So look what we can do here. Why don't we just say, well, first of all, I'm a super user, so I don't want to see it as a super user. So I'm going to exclude that module from appearing for all super users. It should disappear now. And it's gone. Now, a lot of times, maybe you're just going to have, maybe you're going to have a link up here that says to, to log in, log out that people can go to. Certainly here, right on the page, it says log out. So we don't even need really that there, do we? Here, and again, here's somewhere where by the URL we could probably block view equals login, and this login page is not going to show that module anymore. It just is a nice way to customize things. All right, so let's go back here and let's do this. Let's check this out here. All right, so we looked at user group levels, components. Yeah, so you just don't want that showing up on, let's see, what do we got here? If you had ACY mailing on here, maybe you wouldn't want that module showing on pages that are ACY mailing. Or what else? Foca restaurant menu. Maybe you don't want that on your menu site. You don't want people logging in or logging out on anything to do with Foca restaurant menu, which we looked at. Yeah, Bredsy says this is very useful in combo with conditional content. Yes, because we're just looking at how to do something with modules appearing or not. But these same options occur in a lot of others extensions that Peter has in Regular Labs, and we can look at that too. Oh, components, templates. All right, so we've got Bees, JD, Yoga Hut, and Protostar. So you could say here, you could say, look, right now, I don't want this showing up on any of the pages where Protostar is assigned. That's nice. Again, we've looked at URL. Hey, check this out. Selection. I don't want this showing up on any mobile phones. Maybe you're creating a module that will appear just on that will appear only on mobile devices. So you create a copy of that and assign it to mobile, which you would do by just saying include on mobile. Or maybe in that you might exclude desktop and tablet, the other views. So you can you have exclude from devices, operating systems. All right, so if you're someone's using, you've got something that, I don't know why you would use this, but surely if it's the need, I haven't had the need to do this yet. Well, let's say you have something on your site that just simply does not work. You could have, Flash is going away in December of this year, but you know that you have a module that shows Flash, and it's something you really want to have available on your, maybe it's a Flash clock. You really want to have it available on your site, but Flash is not going to work on Mac at all. Just exclude it from Mac devices. Now, the way things are now with Flash, of course, is that Chrome is automatically blocking Flash. You have to give it permission to be shown on your site. So I would dump all your Flash stuff anyways. And again, the same thing that goes here with browsers. I accidentally selected Chrome all. So here's Chrome, different versions, Firefox, Edge, whatnot. This would be great. Let's say that you had a deal with Firefox. There was a day when I would get $1 American whenever someone downloaded Firefox through my link. That was about 20 years ago. So if you were saying, hey, you should check this out for Firefox, you would go ahead and you would exclude all Firefox browsers, because why would you tell them to buy something they already have? But having said that, you might have something that's special for Firefox, and you might that's special for Chrome, and you don't want to be shown in Firefox or something. Who knows? Anyways, I think you get the idea. All right, well, this cow is pretty much milk dry as far as that goes. Now, Bjorn mentioned conditional content. So let's go to Components, Regular Labs Extension Manager. This is the easy way to get Regular Labs Extension Manager extensions. Install the Regular Labs Extension Manager. And and you can just do that by extensions, manage, and install. We'll go in a new tab. and install from web, just type extensions manager, no space, and extension manager, no S as well, extension manager, no space, and that's the one that will come up. I think if you put a space in there, it still comes up, but you actually get, it comes up somewhere, but you get all these other ones that have those words in them. Imran, have a good rest of your morning. Have a good sleep. I think Imran's probably about 2 in the morning where he is. Bye-bye. And hello, Chuck. But here, let's go conditional content. Conditional content, so we'll just install that. Let's go start. And we can do this. Let's go to content, articles, and add a new article. And here's what you can do with conditional content. Here's a button here. If you're using JCE editor, you'll see conditional content button down at the bottom. But here's what you can do. Hello, everyone. And so we'll conditional content. And so you can say this. This is what you want to show. Select whether you want the content to be shown or hidden according to the specific conditions. So you want this to be shown. Let's see. Does this show up? All right. Does this show up if it, let's go home page. Okay, let's fix that a little bit. And so we want this to show, or else we want this to show here. This is the home page. All right, now, so what we're saying here is that show this. Does this show up on the home page? Show the question, or show this is the home page. Now, when will this be shown? Let's go to the conditions, and look here, we recognize them. We go down here, and oh, do we have URL? Date and time. He doesn't have URL in here yet. Interesting. Oh, this, I wonder if that's only available in the Pro version. We'll check that out on another site. But here, what does it say? We are going to exclude the question from the home page so it doesn't show up. All right, so what we're saying is that show this unless this is on the home page. Don't show it on the home page. And in which case, show this. All right, now we're cooking with gas. I'm going to type this test. Let's see, what's the July? I think today's the 8th. And I'm going to feature this so it shows on the front of the page. And now when we go here, oh, it's showing the question. Hello everyone. Does this show up? Home page. Now it is on the home page, I believe. Yeah, so what did I get mixed up in my head there? Oh, okay, here, and then we get this code here. Show if the home page is false, does this show up? Is this the home page? Oh, something's not quite working there, because show home page is false. Else show this. So it should be showing that. That's not working. Wonder why. Because it says you are here home. And it is showing that. Did I do a double negative? Show home page is false. Show home page equals. Let's just try this true. Maybe I'm jumbled up a little bit here in my logic. No, it's just not working in there. Okay. Let's see. I wonder what's going on here. Okay, and of course, to get back in there, you can't just select this code, I don't think, and go conditional content. No, because you have to start over again. Let's just see. Hello, everyone. Show home page. If the home page is fault, show home page. No, don't. Don't show this, or else show this. You think it goes the other way? All right. So if the show home page is false, I guess maybe it must go the other way. Oh, maybe because if this show home page equals true, it will see if we say if show home page was true, it will show this, right? Yeah. Something's not quite working there. All right. Well, maybe I'll just mention that to Peter. We might have something. I have something here. Because if the show on the home page, don't show this in the home page. If show home page is false. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's true. All right. If it's true, show this. If it's false, show that. Oh, you're right. All right. A little bit of logic messed up in my head there. All right, so we'll change this. So if it says show on the home page is false, then show this. You're right, it goes the other way. So if false is true, show this. Otherwise, show the other thing. Perhaps probably not the most straightforward example of how to use excluding things. And but anyways. Yeah. So I got a little bit confused here by saying don't do this, because this conditional content is a little bit different than do you want to show this or not, because the options are right in there. Is basically saying if this is true, do this. And false was true at that point. Yeah, humble bumble. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Conditional content, though. Here we go. Hey, let's go to basic Joomla and just see if you can exclude by URL. / administrator. Let's log in. We'll just go to an article. Oh, I got a few things to update. I've messed up this site really good too. So let's see. We go extensions and content articles. Let's just go to this one. Let's just go to content. And let's go to the bottom here. Do I have conditional? Yeah, there's conditional content. And basically we want to see conditions. Oh, there's the other ones. All right. So with conditional content, you can exclude by, let's make sure, IP addresses, browsers, operating devices, geolocating, nice, postal codes. I think there's also in here seasons, maybe, users, content, languages, homepage menu. Oh, it doesn't have URLs in there, I don't see yet. There's URL. I was wrong. Yeah. I think time is. Oh, there we go. Date and time. Seasons. What did we do here? Oh, was that available in the module manager? Oh, well, we'll check that out. Date and time, seasons, yeah, like winter, spring, summer, fall. I wonder where that bases it on. You might have to pick months. Okay, let's just go up here. Let's close this. No, I have not yet protected my basic Joomla admin with the secret code yet. No, I have not. It's the best practice. Yeah, and I've just not done it yet. I haven't done that on a lot of sites. I don't do it. I have it on one client site, and I did that just so they didn't need to run a firewall or like admin tools, because the security is so tight on my server. I don't need to run a firewall in my Joomla sites here. But let's go to extensions modules, and let's just go to banners. And let's go to assignments. Oh, yeah, date and time. Yeah, seasons, month, days of the week. I guess I just didn't see them before when I looked at date. Start publishing. Yeah. Or maybe I don't have the... I think I have the pro version on the other site. It's a pro thing, yeah. All right, so lots of fun to be had using exclusion as something, and that's the power not just you excluding based on URLs, but excluding based on other things that we looked at. So I thought I would just share that little experience that I had working a while ago, and it saved me the effort of creating hidden menus. It saved me the effort of actually I already have a separate template without the sidebar that I already had created, but I was going to have to do the menus option. But then excluding by URL was really, really good. Yeah, it is a nice thing. So, hey, just to follow up on Monday, remember Imran shared that one. Oh, yes, it's the other way around. I just saw that you said that first, too, for the game. Yeah. Remember Imran shared a video last Monday and we watched it, and I said I don't want to get a copyright strike. Or copyright claim on the YouTube channel, and there's like, oh no, there's no music. I actually did get a copyright claim because of the video, even though it wasn't music. It was the chant of it. Anyway, so I removed that, and then also my music that I do for live stream will continue. It's from when I had a membership with Audio Blocks, but it got a copyright claim again, which I've disputed, which I will be able, because it's not the song that the people said that it was. But anyways, so I'm going to have to pick some new music from, I'm just going to get it off of YouTube, which will be my live stream will continue music. For the game, everyone says these regular labs are a big deal, but I opened your eyes that they really are. You are very welcome. And as you said, thank you again and see ya. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in today. Ivor just had a look at scheduled reports in mysites.guru. Interesting feature. Yes. Just to follow up on Bredsy. Bjorn, yeah, there are some regular labs that have some regular labs extensions that have issues if you're using them in Asteroid. So for instance, Advanced Template Manager. So you can assign templates to certain pages based upon these same conditions. But the way the framework is that Advanced Template Manager does not work on Asteroid. Yeah. Ivor, yeah, so the scheduled reports in mysites.guru are really nice, and I've actually started using them with, I'm starting to set up to use them with my clients that are doing monthly management packages. So I have a person here I have a client here in Victoria, And so they're paying me. They're on my $99 a month maintenance package, and so along with that comes keeping the site secure. And so at the end of every month, when I send off an invoice to them, I also print up the regular labs, the MySites.guru report to them for the previous month, just showing all the snapshots, modules that were updated, if the version was updated. It even shows who logged in and various things like that. So it really is a nice way of communicating to your clients that, hey, here's value that you're getting every month. We're doing stuff on your site and taking care of it. So I've not played around with any of the templates that they have. I just sort of have been playing around with things myself. And yeah, it's a really cool feature. All right, here, let's see. Anything else going on? Anything else going on? I can't think of anything else that's happening here. My paperclip tip, remember I have these 10 paper clips that every day I do I'm trying to do 10 quick things at the beginning of the day. Haven't been working perfectly for me because sometimes I get up and there's big things that need to be done right away. But I've also started, if I finish a big task, I take a paperclip and throw it in just for progress. But so today I want to, one of these paper clips will be picking new music for the live stream is paused screen during my live streams. Maybe what will this one be? Oh yeah, I've got to finish a proposal to someone. I got a phone call that I've been trying to set up at 1 o'clock, and that's going to happen. So anyways, every now and then when I feel I've accomplished something, I toss one in. But the quick wins are things that I like. And yesterday I probably did 4 or 5. Caught up on some invoicing, sending a quick note to someone. Oh, today I'm moving. I have so my son-in-law's church, they're moving their hosting to me. They just transferred their domains to me as the registrar, my reseller account with OpenSRS. And then I went, but their mail is handled by G Suite, and so before I point their domain to my server, I need to set up the records, the MX records in my server to point direct mail to G Suite, which is fine. But I also need a text record to prove that I have access to the domain, and will be handling that. And so I tried to log into G Suite, but because it's a new login, they wanted a code. I had to find out whose number the code was being sent to. I found that out, so it's just more fiddly stuff. So when I get that done, that's going to be a paperclip today. So yes, and and I've got some things that are bigger than paper clips that I need to just sort of sort through. But all right, well, I think then that will wrap things up here. Oh, speaking of proposals and invoices, hi William. Proposals and invoices, are you doing those through Joomla or another software? Yes. All right. It's a good question. Let's see. I was just trying to remember. I was going to comment on what Pokemon William is walking with right now, but I can't remember recognizing it. But I reached level 40. I don't know if you noticed that, William. All right. So for invoices, I use QuickBooks Online. I was using WHMCS, which works with Web Host Manager, but it does not calculate taxes properly here in my province because of the weird way the weird way web hosting is taxed. If you sell web hosting without email, who does that? Then it's only the federal tax. But if you sell it with email services, it's subject to telecommunications tax here in British Columbia, the provincial sales tax. So I use QuickBooks Online for invoicing, And I believe QuickBooks Online also has a neat quote feature. I'm not really great. Bookkeeping is not one of my strengths. And as far as proposals go, I'm actually using a blank one that I got off of Chaitin. And I don't know if I have any that are truly blank. But it's a statement of work. So it's not even so much a proposal, but let me just look and see what I've got here. Let's go find that here. My drive. Start. There we go. Start. Scope of work. This has an existing client on here. So let me just summarize what happens on here. I have my domain. I have my logo at the top of it, my phone number, my email. The first section is called Statement of Work. And it says, so I've got date, the client, the job name, and requested by, and then from. And then it says there's a summary. The goal of this project is to update the citycenterpark.ca website. All right. Here, let me make a dummy copy of this, and then I can share you guys the link to it. Okay, so let's make a copy of, we'll just call it scope of work, sample. Sample scope of work. And I'm going to go here. Ivor asked, do you need invoice numbers in sequence in Canada? No. They are all in sequence, but there's some that I am able to delete invoices. And the reason is I know that, and the reason I've done that is because the OneSoft or WHMCS, I was trying a bridge that would copy it to QuickBooks Online, but it was expensive and clunky and would only do transactions for 30 days. And if people didn't pay for 30 days, it was a mess. So I was deleting a bunch of it created in there. But yeah, the invoice numbers in sequence, I guess, are to make sure that nothing is missing, that you haven't done work and just deleted it. Yeah, in which case you would go void and void. But no, it may be required here, and I'm going to find out. One of my goals, one of my real needs in business is if I can get my head above water comfortably and hire someone to just manage my bookkeeping for me, because it's not it's a pain for me. Like a pain. The project. Okay, so the project. The goal of the project is to, and I'm gonna put spaces there. All right. Project scope. Install new. Okay, let's just training. Let's go here and okay. Complete. Let's just take the price out there. Let me just give this a double check here to make sure I haven't missed something. Redesign. Redesign my domain website. The client name, somebody from Tim Davis. And by the way, if go ahead, anyone, and answer William's questions there too, because if you something you use for proposals or invoices, that would be good too. I really like this scope of work thing that I got from Chaitin. And I realized the more proposals that I do, and one of the things I need to do today is wrap up a proposal for someone, is the more proposals that I do, the more I'm going to be able to borrow from other proposals. So for instance, this site here, so I use mysites.guru to check a WordPress site for a client that I picked up from someone closing their practice and their business. And so I just copied and pasted the table and said, here's the extensions that are the plugins that are out of date on your site. So I might use the verbiage before that over again. In fact, I might just have a whole collection to just go down. I don't know what shape it's going to take yet, but install new Joomla template. The new template will be. I think that's everything or sample. All right, so let's save this. I'm going to share this. No. Let's see. Restricted. Anyone with this link can view. All right, so this is, I'll share the screen here. Okay, done. In RS form, Bretzy says you can send an attached PDF, but you don't get the page layout yet. Okay. Oh, so you're using a form. Oh, that would be cool. Oh, that would be really cool. Yeah, I would love to have something where I could just go down and check different parts of it too. All right, so here's my sample statement of work, and let's just change screens here. Chat on right. Chat on right. Yeah, it certainly would be anything more automated that I could set up and go down and hit check on things and slowly set up. That's part of the purpose of my paper clips, is I get these little things done, little things added. Okay, here we go. So this is what I've got here. Yeah, this page, my logo, my header, statement of work, a summary, project scope. So I put down here the things that need to be done. Install a new Joomla template, training, create training video on how to remove different things, updating, that will be done. This is a small project that I did for someone. And this actually, while I was making this generic, I changed it from WordPress to Joomla, just so you guys don't throw eggs at me. A schedule, so when it's going to be completed. And of course, this is just a good reminder. I could maybe say install new Joomla template. That would be the task. Have it done by a certain date and other things. And then pricing. In this case, I did take out the underlining, or the strike through. I don't know. Clear formatting. Oh my goodness. Oh, I guess I could make that bigger too. But for now, we'll just do this. Select that all. All right. So, yeah, and I didn't have them paying that. Yeah, William, I hear you, man. Ultimate goal. You know what? I really am aware of as I become more aware of how I am. Especially, I'm coming up, and it's more than 2.5 years self-employed now. And how not only are there things that I'm not great at, but there are things I just should not be doing. I thought, man, if I had a company, if I had a little business, and I had someone who was skilled at putting together proposals and samples of work like this, I could just ask them to do it, and then they would do it. I could review it and say, "Oh, that's great. Yeah, get back to the client." Because I can sell, I can talk to what's needed, I can have meetings. And the one that I'm working on right now, I recorded the Zoom call when I met with the person, and now I'm watching the Zoom call recording to make sure I get all the points in that. But boy, if I had someone who would just, if I told them, "Oh, we need, do this, do this, do this," make a proposal, let me look at it, come up with a price. Oh man, that's what I need. But everyone wants money to do that, and I don't blame them. So that's just the road I'm on. I actually have a nice connection with a business coach who's going to help me out with some free coaching. That came along very nice. Just a real gift from God, that connection with him. So I want to follow up with him. I will also say I am growing in my business at this point too, because growing personally, because I have a dear friend who needs a website. I showed him Joomla. I got him all set up. I've offered to he can just send content, but he really wants to work on it himself. Then he didn't want a site for a while, and then he said to me, got an email from him yesterday saying, "I really need a website, but I need something simpler than Joomla, where I can what he wants is drag and drop." And so given what he's working on and what he wants to do, I just thought, okay, he's someone that could use Squarespace. So I told him, it sounds like you want to use Squarespace. Give that a try. And then I also said to him, if you can't, if that's not your cup of tea, then, we can still make arrangements for me to just run your site for you. So, but he's writing a book, and he's trying to get it published, and wants to do some things. So anyways, the reason I mention that is that on WHM or WHMCS, you can sell Weebly. And I could put Weebly on there for free. I could have a paid version, and you have to set it up, and you can charge. They have a suggested retail price for something. So I could have set up Weebly on my server and made a couple of bucks from him and had that as a service. But I'm learning that I need to focus on what's the priority. And I thought I'd be doing all that work and it would help my friend, but it's not going to be helpful to me because it's going to be a lot of time, and I'm not going to be working on projects that I need to, and also projects that are longer term and that pay better. And so I thought, that's just not a direction I really should take my business in, even though I could. So I thought, all right. So that's why I thought I'll just refer him to Squarespace, and he'll have a lovely page that he wants. And if not, then maybe I'll still end up with some monthly stuff from him or helping him. Who knows? But so I am learning the whole self-employment thing. But one of and running a business. But one of the things I definitely realize about myself is that I'm a big picture person. I'm an idea person. So this sitting down and typing things out is not great. So that's why, man, yeah. If there was a system where a project bidder, maybe I should look for that, where you just put in services, what you're going to do, or tasks that you would do, or part of a project, and you say, oh yes, and you could set it up, update Joomla and extensions. Yep, we're doing that, and it put it all in, and you could assign a bit of time to it or a cost, or you could just look at that and ballpark it. That would be awesome. But at the same time, it is tricky. Like, all right, so I told you guys about the new hedge that we have planted out front. So, of course, we're going to have to water that every day, and then I'm going to have to drag the hose out, and it's kind of a pain. And so I said to my son-in-law, who's installing the hedge, he has a landscaping company, I got him to put in sprinklers, and they're on a timer. So now I know that this morning, I think at like 5 o'clock or something like that, the sprinkler system went off, watered all those hedges. I don't have to worry about it. So one person can accomplish a lot through automation, but getting that, automation is expensive as well. I like your solution there too, though, Breadsy, that of RS forms. Oh, Ivor, you used tripletext.no. Oh, and you missed syncing for WHMCS. Yep. Yep. Yeah, RS Joomla. I have RS forms. So, Bretsy, what do? You have a form set up and you just do checkboxes for things and then export it or submit it, or... While we're here, why don't we do some searching on that? Project bidding software. Construction. All right, why don't we do website bidding instead? Auction. Oh, bidding. Website checked. Proposal software. Let's try that. Oh, you can sync the APIs, but it's not your thing. Yeah, I hear you. If okay, here's web to PandaDoc. Website development proposal, software development proposal, SaaS sales. Okay, so here's a template. Introduction. Thank you for your interest in partnering with. Okay, here's a form. With well over 100,000 firms offering website development, we know it's challenging. Executive summary. Requires a full website build. Oh, okay. Yeah. Project. Type your text. Okay, so this is a form, which is a nice form. Oh, site integrations, execution time. Okay, well, that's a pretty good one. Oh, I should have shared that with you guys in chat. That's a pretty nice layout. Ongoing fees, terms of agreement. Oh, this is actually quite nice. Oh, and even a place to sign. Wow. All right, I like that. Website development. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we got that there. Template. 15 tools will help you easily manage and create proposals. All right. 15 tools. It makes also it makes a PDF from the HTML, and okay. PandaDoc. PandaDoc allows you to easily customize on-brand proposals quickly through smart collaboration, those integration number CRMs, and content libraries. Your new business team has everything it needs to address the prospect's concern and question. You can enable custom notifications so you know your client opens the document. So it's $19 a month, $19 per user, $39 a month per user for integrations content library. Okay. RFPIO is a response management platform that uses. This is the page that I'm at as well here. Okay. Requests for proposal IO. management platform that uses artificial intelligence to simplify the process of organizing and responding to RFPs. The tool enables businesses to import a draft proposal, export a final document in the format of choice while collaborating with multiple employees directly in the software. Intelligent recommendation engine tool can suggest content from your library of responses that best answers the needs of a given RFP. Okay. Proposify. Proposify was made for creative firms. Its drag and drop interface lets you easily add different sections to your document. You can customize a proposal with an InDesign-like editor that lets you add text, images, and videos. In addition, it has robust analytics features, including the ability to see the top viewed section of a proposal. Venngage, already a trusted tool for infographics. Proposal templates with a powerful drag and drop editor, enabling users to create their own eye-catching proposal minutes. Plus, with a simple interface and 24-hour custom sort Venn pages, beginner friendly, also runs entirely in your browsers. You can build proposals on the go. It is free to sign up and use. $49 for a business plan. Yeah, so like death by SaaS software is a subscription. Also, conditional if-then forms. Yeah, I might have to play around with that RS form things and see. My daughter is my daughter and my grandson are coming for 8 weeks. We pick them up at the airport on Monday night. We're actually picking them up at the airport, not in the airport, because if you're not traveling, you're not allowed in the airport in Victoria now because of COVID. It's okay. So, anyways, when she gets here, we're just gonna self-isolate for 2 weeks because she'll have traveled on a couple of planes, come from Ontario, and we just figure that's the responsible thing to be. We don't want to be that family that had someone travel here and then things got spread to places where there's not, especially here on the island because we have barely any cases. We had a new case yesterday. Bid sketch. Anyway, so I'm just thinking maybe RS forms might be something I could check out. But, I'm just dreaming, thinking that, 2 weeks of self-isolation, I'm going to get extra things done because there's so many things I need to catch up on. Osmosis, a web app in Google. $19 a user per month, 10 proposals. Osmosis provides you with tools to create both client questionnaires. This could be used to first determine a project scope and proposals. Proposals are presented as a web page that can be exported as a PDF. Osmosis integrates with platforms such as Basecamp, Trello, FreshBooks, and other common tools. That one is interesting. That interests me because of the questionnaire. That would be a great thing to have too for meeting with clients and say, let me ask you, do you need hosting? How much hosting do you need? Do you back up your website to another location? Would you like that? That would be helpful. That one, I'll open a new tab. That one I like. Lupio. Lupio's unique in that you build an RFP response library, tag and categorize this content. And then its automation engine pulls from your content library to auto-populate a proposal. Another interesting feature is its ability to associate content with subject matter expert, making it simple to know who to talk to and update custom information. That one sounds good too. Free demo pricing plans available. Let's go and see. What's their pricing plan? Lupio. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Use cookies. Essentials, perfect for smaller teams and businesses. Basic response needs. Essentials plans everything you need to begin supercharging your response process. Unlimited projects, library entries, and reviews. Intelligent automation. Customizable project export themes. 10 standard users with customizable permissions. Okay, what's the pricing on that? Explore plans. Here we are. Yes. Get pricing. Get pricing. Oh, they want me to email and talk with them. All right. Well, all right. I'm going to leave that one open. Newsy. Proposal management software. Elegant user interface for creating and managing proposal creation. Drag and drop interface where you can reorder sections, add new previously used content. The tool also features reminders for agencies, so you'll remember to follow up after sending, and it has a library of professional proposal templates to get started with. That's the library that I really like. I wonder if they want to do a live stream. Quote rollers pricing. Okay, so let's see. That was Newsy. 29 users, 29 per user for month. 5 proposals. That's pricey. All right. Oh, Quote Roller. Here's a G Suite app. Quote Roller's pricing features make it stand out from the rest of these tools. It calculates your profit margin per project, allows you to apply discounts, and viewers can choose items on a la carte basis. You can also discuss pricing and packages in real time with your clients in the commenting feature on the document to save going back and forth over email. It includes dynamic content tokens so you can easily update all the instances of a client's company name throughout a document. In addition, Quote Roller has a workflow approval so proposals can be created and approved by the right person. Price $19 per user per month for 5 templates. Contact company for pricing on full set of features. That, to me, is another possibility. If you have to do that, it sounds expensive. Yeah, proposable. Drag and drop creation tools, email, SMS notifications for when documents are viewed, and analytics for getting a better understanding of your sales pipeline at $39 per user per month. Wow. Unlimited proposals. That's pricey. Octave is a web map from Microsoft. This is a feature-rich tool for managing the entire process from pitch to proposal creation to contract. It features a content library for storing approved content sections, an online presentation tool, and reporting to show who viewed what and for how long. Prospects can view and comment on proposals on any device. This is a DocuSign built right in. $50 a month. Yeah. I mean, I don't. If you got a booming business, then $50 per month to get more jobs to handle your proposals. That's good too. I'm not knocking them for charging money. I'm just knocking me for not having it. GetAccept web and mobile app. GetAccept is an e-signature and document tracking platform for salespeople. Yeah, RFP 360 provides intuitive knowledge management, proposal automation, answer intelligence, AI, workflow collaboration, dashboard reporting features. The solution enables you to centralize RFP answers in knowledge library, speeding access to expert responses and save time and effort by importing RFPs. Price, unlimited users and storage, contact for plans, and pricing. I guess they don't have it on there. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Might be more than I need. Here we go. 100 sample templates, intuitive editor, fully page-by-page analytics, ability to take instant payments, better proposals, definitely worth checking out. with an emphasis making professional design accessible. Better Proposals offers a wide variety of pre-made, fully customizable templates ready to use in Marketplace, where you can purchase additional templates with integrated signature and payment features. Yeah, it's the library of things that I like. So I think I got 4 here. Uh-oh. Get Osmosis. Your certificate is not working, but you do have a YouTube video, so I'll forgive you. A 14-day free trial. That's what we're talking about. All right. Spending less time on proposals means you can spend more time on billable work. I hear you. What's your pricing here? Get Osmosis. Ooh, $49 a month. Okay, $19 a month. 10 active questionnaires, 1 user, electronic signature per custom domain name. Oh, they also have an hobbyist and an enterprise plan. Enterprise is probably price per user. Okay, so it's probably $19 per user, so it's the same thing here. And what else do they have? What's their hobbyist plan? $9 a month, 1 active, no electronic signatures, custom domain name, limited API support. Anyways, maybe I'm going to save all these links somewhere and check these out at some point. Everything Essentials, yeah. Library entries. I like the library entries. All right, well. Quote roller. Ooh. Sign in with Intuit. Well, that's that's interesting. That's QuickBooks Online. If they sync to QuickBooks Online, that could be good. Please read our blog. Okay. All right. Well, there's a rabbit trail I was not expecting to go down. Thanks for asking that, William. Okay, so I can't guarantee how long that link will be that I shared to the demo one that I'm using. So make sure you click on it and get that and save a copy for yourself, or copy and paste it, or something. Hopefully you're able to make a copy of that to your own G drive. But all right. But I think at that point, I do have a call that's coming in half an hour, like I mentioned. And chat on right here. Pop, there it goes. Then I'm going to start working away on some of these paper clips too. So thanks, everybody. It's good to hang out with you again today. We will continue to keep things humming along here, and we'll see you at the next Maintenance Monday. So wherever you are, whether it is late in the evening or early in the afternoon, I mean just 12:30 here, Chuck says it's a day for air conditioning. William, thank you. You're very welcome. Bretzi, Ivor, we will see you all later. Anyone else out there? Chuck? Yeah, anyone else who's lurking? Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.